The Fate of Heroes, starring Patrick, Devin, Rob, Tamara, and John as the Game Master.
Welcome back to The Fate of Heroes, and let's start by introducing our players, and let's start this week by starting with Tamara.
Hi, I'm Tamara, and I play Leelui and Jacob.
And Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob, and I play Alex.
And Devin.
Hey, I'm Devin, and I play CJ and Saif.
And Webby.
Hi, I'm Webby, and I play Lincoln Palmer.
Still, yes. And no one else. Two of these kids are not like the others. Okay, so last week, you guys found yourself at the bottom of a church after having a long conversation about the Annua with Gerald, who revealed that he is an Annua, an actual pure Annua, and that his best friend is married to his sister, and that they still have a time disk around, and you had a conversation with Zoe about current state of affairs and how to get home and what you should and shouldn't be doing. And then you went to the market, saw some people get executed for totally not legitimate reasons, and then you dealt with the consequences of not being able to deal with that, and then you bought some jewelry and got a pizza. And now, back to what we were doing before. CJ, where are you currently while they're busy visiting the market?
I'm enjoying the peace and quiet with my feet kicked up somewhere.
Okay. Let's say you are, well, I'm assuming you're outside somewhere, not in the church.
I'm soaking in that sweet, frigid cold air.
That sweet, frigid January air
Yep.
in northern France.
Yep.
Okay, so as you do, one of the gentlemen that you saw previously walks up to you. It's the guy with the red hair that is known as Richard, or Richard, and he says, "How's it going, sir?"
It was going great till about 2 seconds ago.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Is there something I can help you with, monsieur? Do you need anything? Or just peace and quiet?
He kind of looks around and he's like, he kind of reaches down next to him. He's like, I could use some more ice in this glass.
He looks at you and goes, well, we don't really have ice at the moment. It is cold, but it's not that cold. How did you get ice?
Just some water's fine.
Oh, okay. I will go get some. And he wanders off. As he does, you hear two badly out-of-tuned played instruments piping away cheers off in the distance. And general noise of the town, and about, I'd say 5 minutes later, he walks back up and he's got your water and he hands it to you. It's not super duper clean, but it's palatable.
Right.
And he's like, there you go. I hope you have a good stay here, monsieur. Be sure to visit the market. They have some interesting things that they've been getting from the south of France. What with the war on pause. Excellent.
Thank you.
We're quite lucky lately because Thankfully, the bad air hasn't been hitting quite as badly as it was earlier this summer.
He's like mid-sip, and he looks over, he's like, oh, you're still talking. Yeah, the bad air.
Yeah. Anyway, if there's anything you need, just let me know.
I sure will.
And he says, thank you, monsieur. And he turns around and walks away. Leaves you sitting there. How long do you sit there for?
Depends on how long I can make the water in this glass last.
Well, literally as long as you need it to.
Then as long as I need to, John.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So you sit there for, let's say, a couple hours, I'm assuming.
For the first time in a long time, I have nobody in the group around me. And it is.
I know. It's very quiet.
It's so peaceful. In fact, he takes his finger and he stirs, and he kind of stirs the water a little bit, and little ice crystals start to form, and he's like, "This is the life." Aruba,
Jamaica. Ooh.
Lincoln instantly starts missing CJ and runs back and finds him.
That's what you get. Okay.
I look at you and I say, "Can we just go back to hating each other?"
Dude, lunch, and I grab him and I rush him towards the very busy Central City area where we sat down and eat that pizza.
When you arrive, you are just holding my hand.
Oh, all right.
And then the hand just turns into water and fades away.
Mm.
And then I actively hide from Lincoln.
Oh, dear. So CJ's nowhere to be found for the next little bit.
Dibs on his piece. I grab it and start eating more pizza.
While you're doing that, Leelui, Jacob kind of pokes you mentally. He's like, "Hey, sis."
What?
Book.
What book?
Book. You know the book?
What book?
Book that potential future might be Grandpa has.
What book?
Oh my gosh, you really are thick. The book he was given. Remember? We were looking at it. It was all in Russian.
Is she saying her side of the conversation out loud?
I don't remember this at all. Of course she is. Come on. Of course I don't remember that, Jacob.
I'm just staring at Leelui, eating my pizza very slowly, looking very confused.
I'm going to take out the book and say, are you talking about my journal I left myself that I wrote in the future past?
I don't know. Jacob, is that the potential future book he's talking about?
Yeah, that's it.
What
That's
about it?
It's in Russian. Why? What is it about?
Why is this a concern now?
I don't know, because we've been busy. You've been drunk. There was bells. I was confused. They were shaped weirdly. Kind of
You know
attractive.
exactly what they were shaped like, Jacob. Don't even. You're the one that puts those pictures in my head, not me.
Leelui, listen. I spent a summer playing D&D with a group of the nerds, okay? And one thing I learned from the DM is when the party is especially dense, the DM will give you many clues to urge you in the right direction. Maybe somebody spoke to Jacob when you weren't listening, and this book is a clue.
And I'm the crazy one?
Just the thought. I go back to eating my pizza with a bloody nose.
Start reading the journal.
Fine. Can you
Somewhere in
me
a
see
closet,
the stupid
somewhere,
journal?
CJ has the biggest smile on his face.
Because he's not there.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up at you and hug the journal closer to me and say, I don't know what I wrote in here. There could be personal stuff in here.
Well, see, Jacob, there. I don't know why you... See? There. Never mind. I'm eating.
Why do you not care? I don't understand. You're always so curious until when I want you to be curious.
Well, he doesn't want me to see the book. What do you want me to do about it?
Potential future grandpa's annoying.
Leelui, I have a question for
Well,
Jacob.
I didn't ask him to be my potential future grandpa. It's not like it's my fault. What, Lincoln?
I have a question for Jacob. I was wondering if you could translate. I don't know. Is that how that works?
Translate what?
Can you ask? Is Jacob hungry?
I don't know. Jacob, can
Can
you
you
even
ask
be
him?
hungry?
Sometimes.
But I'm eating.
Indeed.
Listen, I just want to know: is Jacob hungry right now?
No, are you hungry, Jacob?
No, I'm not hungry.
No,
You're
he's not
eating for
hungry.
me.
I'm eating for him. We're fine.
She's eating for two. You can't hear
She's
me, but
eating-
it doesn't matter.
I am not eating for two. Don't even go there.
My eyes go really wide, and I spin around to Alex and say,
Me
"What?
too. I'm like, what?
What?"
Jacob's like, well, there's two of us. You're eating for two.
There's two of us, but you're just neurons. That doesn't count as eating for two. I don't even know if you're neurons. I don't know if it...
You're a nerd on.
I'm not... I didn't say nerd on. I said neuron. There's a difference. How the hell do I even know that?
What are you on about? I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I'm knowing things and it's weird.
I'm gonna fling the book at them and say, fine, shut up. Look at the book.
Here, fine. Jacob, he gave us the book.
Good. Now read it.
Well, I'll look at it. You read it. I don't know. I don't remember any Russian. At least
Alex,
I don't think I know any Russian. Do we know Russian?
We
The
have
biggest
the
smile on my
Battlefish
face.
Leelui.
The biggest.
We know every language.
The biggest.
Just
Oh
the
yeah,
biggest
we have a
of smiles.
translation matrixy thingy. But wouldn't potential future grandpa know that and stop us from being able to read
Alex.
Hmm?
Question, Alex.
Yes.
I'm gonna regret asking this.
Uh-huh.
If Leelui was pregnant, what would her child be to us?
it? Ew!
You would,
Why would you even say that?
or she would be my great grandchild, and you're also same. If it was with your,
It would be your potential future great grandchild.
but we're
Lincoln
the
twitches.
same age, I
Lincoln
don't-
twitches a little bit, and his
Why
nose
are there
bleeds.
so
and
many more
collapses.
greats added to his name when we're
I've lost track.
Oh. All right, read the book. Lincoln passed out.
Mm.
Leelui,
Jacob
you're not gonna
looks
Your
at
great
it.
grandpa-in-law
I
has
will read
passed
the
out
book.
again, Jacob.
Ah.
And she opens the book.
He looks at it and he goes, why is this in Klingon?
I don't
I
think
can't-
it'll translate Klingon. I told you potentially future grandpa-in-law, not grandpa, potential future grandpa would prevent us from reading because he would know about the translation matrix because he's sitting right over there.
And I would also know that I gave in and let you look at the book, so I wrote it in this language that the Babblefish couldn't translate. I am smarter than I thought.
You're not smarter. Your potential future you is smarter.
Look,
You're still
give me
just
the book
Alex.
back. I know someone that can read Klingon.
Do you?
Lincoln shoots right up. I spent 5 years watching Star Trek.
Remember, guys, John started this one.
He did. Okay, so what are you going to do to know Klingon then, huh?
I read it out loud to
Okay.
Leelui, like
Galak
bedtime
Woodbatti.
story.
You better roll a clever roll for that, puppy. Thank you.
Uno.
No, you cannot read Klingon.
Well, then I start making up some BS story about some
Yeah.
stuff, and then I get halfway down the page. When I cover it and I close the book, I say, no, you don't need to be reading this," and I hand the book back to Alex.
There's some crude stuff in there. Oh my gosh, Alex, why would you
She's
write
gonna look at you funny, like, you made that up, didn't you?
No, not in the slightest. And I walk away.
So I'm going to try reading it then. Can I roll a clever?
that? Yes, you may.
Oh my god! If you fail,
I'm gonna laugh.
all right.
Oh, it was
She's
close
better
though.
than one.
Yeah, it was close. Okay, you start to read it, and as you look at it, it starts to translate for you. And it says, written by the hand of Alex Amnell. And it says, to myself, listen to Emma. She knows what she's doing.
I just
And
start
the rest-
muttering, Emma.
The rest is still in Klingon.
Do we know an Emma? I don't
Emma's
know
the
Emma.
one who wanted to arrest me in the future. She's a time cop lady from my pizza shop in Paris. No, well, we are in Paris. Well, we're in France.
Oh, yeah, Ghost
But
Girl.
that was the future.
We haven't seen Ghost Girl in a while, though.
Why
Yeah.
are you asking about Ghost Girl?
The journal says to trust her.
But why?
I don't know. I can't read the rest of it.
I'm on Leelu's side with this.
Wow, your future you is a devious jerk. Wow, my grandpa's a devious jerk?
Yeah.
Wait, no he's not. Yeah, wait.
Who's to say present me isn't a devious jerk?
Because you're you.
This is true.
He agreed with that really easily, I'll be honest.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna look up into the sky and say, Emma, are you here?
That thing never works. Kind of thing never works.
I'm just gonna close the book and shrug and say,
Oh.
Could I just
Jacob-
bring the book down to the time disk, because I'm sure the time disk would know Klingon.
I'm pretty sure if she wanted us to know what it said, she would have told me to read it when we were down there.
Well, she was pretty shifty about what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing.
I don't know that she knows about this. Future me got in trouble, didn't I? Or something? Maybe
Sort of. Well, you got me in trouble by me getting you in trouble by I don't know.
Yeah, but this book obviously holds future knowledge of some kind. I don't think that Zoe would want us to have it. So.
That's probably why you can't translate it, because your future grandpa's a big meanie that won't let me know.
My eye twitches.
I probably don't want you to disrupt the past.
Too late!
No, we've only disrupted Pizza and Pelka, wherever the heck she ended up.
And unicorns.
Oh, yeah. The unicorns.
And octopi.
John, is there a fountain somewhere around here?
And
Uh-huh.
purple dinosaurs.
I'm going to walk over to the fountain and stick my head under the water until the bubbles stop.
You start to do that, people pull you out. They're like, are you all right? Are you okay?
I beg and I plead to just let me have this.
They're like, no, son, no, you should never take your own life. That's a sin against God.
I think we broke potential future great-grandpa in law.
I think you broke potential future grandma. And again, smile has never been bigger.
Lincoln starts laughing hysterically and wanders off into the crowd, and then he starts screaming, "All that glitters is gold," and he starts waving all of his new jewelry around.
Lincoln! While
That's
we're
gonna cause a problem.
just hanging out here, why don't we go to the castle and talk to the Duke? Tell him he's being big old butt.
He starts walking towards the castle.
Oh dear.
The Duke.
Singing
The
All-Star
Duke's
by
in this
Smash
village. You head towards the castle. Jacob's still muttering under his breath about how mean people are and how they shouldn't be mean, and Klingon sucks. It's a dumb thing, blah, blah, blah.
You're the one that started it, Jacob, so shush.
Yeah, but I wanted to know what was in it. And can't
Why
know
out of the blue? I mean, God.
It's not out of the blue. It was only like, well, it was until you started drinking. We wanted to know what was in it. And then all of a sudden you start drinking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then you get a hangover. And then the rest of us, then there was that bath
You had a hangover
incident.
too, so don't even start with me.
Yeah, but I'm not the one drinking, apparently, because we're not drinking for two, are we?
You got drunk and you had fun, so it counts.
I sense a little hypocrisy here, Leelui.
You're the one that liked the hat so much.
Yeah, so?
So I had to wash that out somehow. I mean, you're the one with the weird images in my head.
It's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Fine. Well, I'll just stop talking. How about that?
Yay!
Lilo, I'm only getting half this conversation, but I'm assuming you're arguing with Jacob here. Why don't you just draw him his own body? Get him out of there.
I tried that. I got in trouble. Potential future great-grandmother-in-law.
That's because you tried to go on a rampage. Says DM. Okay.
Body.
Yeah. All right. So, while you are wandering around jingling, and as you're arguing with Jacob, Gerald runs up to you two and says, I think I have a solution for you. I don't know if it'll work, but it'll at least get you closer to where you need to be. Maybe close enough.
Okay.
Do you want to try?
Sure.
Okay. Well, we need all of your group for this to work.
I don't know where they are.
Well, that kind of is... okay, I'm going to go back to the church. I'm going to make sure my figures are correct. Meet me at the basement in the next half an hour, okay?
I don't know how to tell time without a watch.
Okay, you see where the sun is currently?
It's really bright and hurts my eyes.
Okay, here, come here. And he drags you over to a sundial. He says, you see this?
Uh-huh.
When it moves to here, make sure they're at the church.
But that stone thingy is fixed. Look,
just-
it doesn't move.
Just do it, please. Mademoiselle, for the love of
Okay.
the holy people and the saints, please.
Okay.
Thank you. And he walks away, shaking his head, holding his hands on his forehead, and just slowly massaging as he walks away.
And she wanders off in a random direction, vaguely looking for them.
Okay, I'd like you to roll a clever roll, please.
Oh boy. God. 1.
Okay. You have wandered down to the river.
Oopsie daisy.
While you're there, there is a boat.
Oh, yay.
And there's a young man just getting ready to cast off. And he's like, hello, mademoiselle. Would you like to go for a ride?
What, Jacob? Fine. Okay.
Jacob said absolutely nothing, by the way. He's mad at you.
Well, that's why she said fine. Because he usually has something to say in these situations.
Yeah, nope, not this time. He's like, that's all you're hearing anytime you ask him a question. And the young man holds out his hand to you.
Mm-hmm.
And pulls you on board.
And she makes a point of staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
In the way that Jacob would, just to annoy Jacob. She stares very, very hard at him.
He looks at you and quizzically and says, "Where would you like to go, mademoiselle?"
And she just points in a vague direction. That way!
"Oh, okay, we go that way." And he starts to row away. "Okay. Lincoln, where did you wander off to?"
I went with Alex. We were going to the castle thing.
"Oh, that's right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. You wander up towards the castle thing. It is a small building, not like a full-size castle. About half of it looks to have been knocked down at some point. There is, however, one administration building at the center of it, which is still functional. And at the center of it is a number of people who are looking fairly stressed when you get there. One of whom is a tall man who is wearing a tabard which has a symbol of the English monarchy on it. And he looks up as you wander towards him and says, "What can I do for you, sir?"
I quickly nudge Alex.
Alex suddenly got a frog in his throat and doesn't seem to want to say anything.
Well, this is going to go poorly with Lincoln in charge here.
I don't think it would have gone better with Alex, personally.
Yeah. The magistrate. Which one of you is he?
I am Munford. My name is John Munford.
Oh, all right. So John Mumford. That's a pretty English-sounding name. Anyway, bad air. Really? That's the best you got?
He's back.
I nudge Alex again in the ribs.
I'm sorry. We were looking for the Duke. Does he not live here in the castle?
Magistrate. The magistrate. That's
Magistrate.
it.
Right.
His name's John.
John Munford.
Yeah, you need to stop beheading people.
Yeah.
He looks at you both and he's like, "Look, the people need someone to blame."
Yeah, so you're gonna blame the air?
No, they should blame the air. Stop blaming people. Blame the rats. That's the real cause anyway. Blame all the rats.
Rats.
Mm-hmm. They're getting into your food. They're spreading it around through the food, water.
So, who brings the rats here? Is it you?
No, your poor living lifestyle brings the rats.
Plus, I heard you got rid of all the cats. Cats kill rats. Without the cats, there's tons more rats that spread around the plague.
He looks at you and goes, "We didn't get rid of the cats."
You didn't.
No.
Leelui lied to me.
Somebody did. You tell them they're bad people.
Well, then get more cats.
Okay.
Look, just stop blaming people for this. People have nothing to do with it.
Look, I realize newcomers may not understand this, but...
No, we understand the Black Plague. Listen, all right?
Mm-hmm.
We understand. It's the
What do you
biggest thing. Wiped out a ton of people. You're not helping that. I mean, you should quarantine them off somewhere. Try to help them.
The Italians are doing that.
Yeah, well, the Italians did a couple things right in history. Cough, pizza, cough.
Look. First off, we are trying to protect our children from the evil that is in this world. This is how we are protecting them.
By beheading innocent people?
How are they innocent? Did they not bring this disease?
No.
Were they not
didn't.
diseased when they got
that.
here? Did not their filth of Satan actually arrive on their backs?
No, it didn't.
And how am I supposed to believe you?
Why do you believe that they're at fault? What evidence do you have?
There's the publications that tell us that they are poisoning the wells.
You believe everything you read?
He looks at you and he's like, am I not supposed to? I thought reading was important.
Is there any anybody taking notes or anything at this little meeting? Like, is there a blank piece of paper and like an inkwell?
There is, but they're not taking notes.
Okay, I'm going to walk over and I'm just going to scribble some stuff down on a piece of paper along the lines of "Don't be dumb," and I'm going to hand it to him. I'm going to say, "There, believe that, because I wrote it, right? Because it's written. It's on a piece of paper."
This is not official. This is not a document from the Pope.
Oh, the Pope.
Or from the King.
Oh, the Pope. Okay.
Look, I'm not destroying the cats, though some would have us say that they're from Satan himself. But we cannot simply have people running wild in this region. We've only just taken over this region but a year or two ago. And they're looking for people to blame.
Who are? The French or the English?
The French, the Bretons. You know how it works. When
you could, not invade people and stick to your own country.
Excuse me, sir. I don't seem to remember you being in charge of this country or having any control here. Did you become king of somewhere that I didn't know about?
I'm the king of common sense. Apparently you don't bow down to me.
All I see is someone who's presenting me with an argument, and you are not giving me solutions that will work to actually assuage the population.
So you're saying the truth won't work?
Your version of the truth doesn't appear to work.
Listen, we understand this is a really bad illness, like a really bad thing that's happening. But just cutting off heads and then burying bodies isn't going to solve any of it. Man, this is just, there's no easy way around. You gotta burn the bodies of the dead. You need to get rid of the plague, not allow it to spread.
He looks at you and says, it's all well and good to do those kind of things, and certainly I'm sure some will. But at the same time, I have to maintain a level of responsibility. My responsibility to my king, my allegiance to him, and first and foremost, my ability to hold this area. I will not jeopardize that on your words, sir.
All right. I mean, hey, what you're doing is just going to spread this disease more, and before you know it, you're not going to have an to maintain control of. So, food for thought. Also, and I walk over and I sniff him. I say, take a bath.
Didn't you know that's how it spreads?
What? I mean, don't bathe in other people's nasty bath water.
And exactly how much...
Hygiene. Clean yourself up, buddy. Get others to do the same.
The only place to bathe in this facility is in the river.
Oh boy. All right. Well, if that's the case, bathe upstream. That's all I gotta say. High five. There we go. I'm not touching you. I'm gonna back away slowly.
Okay.
Before we, after Lincoln starts to go, Alex is going to step in front of the desk and he's going to, place a finger on it. He's going to say, "Sir, I am going to do to you the worst thing I can possibly think of. I'm going to leave you to suffer the consequences of your own actions." Then he's going to turn away and start following Lincoln.
Yeah, because they're wrong. And then I'm just going to walk out like his hype man.
He looks at you as you walk away, and you leave the building. And in the process of leaving, there is a lot of... You can sense that people are on the edge, and that the concern and fear is driving a lot of their mentality, and you certainly get that from this group. And the magistrate looks completely stressed, and mostly he just appears to be panicking. Meanwhile, Leelui, you are floating down a river.
What happened to CJ?
He's hiding in a closet, last I heard.
Okay.
I don't think he's come out of it yet. If he tells me he's come out of it, I will let you know. Is that not the case, CJ?
He has come out of the closet. He finally found peace and said, "Okay, Link is no longer looking for me." So now he is just laying on a bed of furs and just finally about to relax. Just
Nice.
that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Thoroughly enjoying his time away from the group.
Right. Okay. So, as you're enjoying your time, you are floating to an ever more open river. The gentleman in question nods at you and says, "That's a lot of fine jewelry you got there, miss."
It's pretty sparkly.
Indeed, indeed. My associates would like to talk to you about that if you don't mind.
But there's no one in the boat.
Ah, yes, but miss, this isn't the boat I'm talking about. My friends were from overseas, you see. And we'd like to have a chat with you because we heard you had some gold.
Do you want it? And she'll take a bunch of pieces off her neck and stick them on his head.
Indeed, indeed. Let me see.
But I get to keep this one. And she, hugs the gaudiest one with her arm on.
He looks at you and smiles and says, that'd be a fair thing you give me there. However, I think we should be going and meeting with me friends, don't you think?
Right, I have friends. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be looking for them. See, Doodle.
Well, you found new ones, didn't you?
I don't need new friends, because you guys can't get me home.
I can get you to a new home. A better home.
Nah, I have a spaceship waiting for me.
A wahoo ship? What kind of thing is a spaceship?
Whoosh, that kind.
Hand, noise, voice, all working together. He looks at you puzzled, and he says, "Well, as far as I know, you're in me boat, and we seem to be heading for open seas, if you know. So
You don't have to be.
I guess you're me prisoner unless you got a better option, miss, because about the only other one I can see is you jumping out of this here boat."
I've got other options. I do. Want to see?
Sure, present it to me.
Okay. And she is going to do a stunt. If I still have that stunt, I gotta see. No, I don't. Oh, wait, so I'll have to roll flashy. Because she's going to spread her wings. I rolled good!
Oh my
Yay!
gosh. Nice. So you have a set of wings.
Yeah, the ones that are always on my back. So she reaches back, touches her hand to her back, and spring!
He immediately, his eyes open, and he gets his sword out, and he says, "You get off my boat, you witch.
Okie dokie!
If I'd have known you were that, I'd kill you straight away."
You can't kill me. You gotta catch me first. And she flies away.
And he charges forward and swings at you.
Do I get a roll?
You are gonna have to roll on that sucker. And it's gonna be
crap.
a quick roll, by the way.
No, that's my 0.
That's not my fault. Ooh, a 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait. Can I use a fate point?
Wait to see what his roll is first before you get too excited. Forceful sounds about right. Oh, okay. You can use a fate point.
Okay. What do I gotta do for that, then? I haven't used one in a very long time.
So, basically, you gotta re-roll and add the +2.
Okay. Oh, God.
Well, that worked worse.
Well, no, that's still 2.
Yeah, your roll was worse, though.
Yeah.
It was a 1, now it's a 2.
Well.
Okay, so they having rolled a 3, he hits you in the back. So you start to fly away. He hits you in the back. The wings, which you normally have at this point, one wing disappears. The other wing remains. You basically spiral out of control and land hard in the water and take
Owie.
1 point of stress.
Oh, boy. Doink. Okay.
And you are basically floating out towards the ocean.
That was mean.
Yeah, burning witch, I see you floating over there.
Enjoy the gold on your neck.
He lifts it up, puts it up to his face, and goes, "Yeah, I think I will."
I put a curse on it.
Ah!
Meaner.
I just wrote that in the chat.
Thomas curse.
You filthy witch, I'll kill you.
She is going to. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to toaster strudel out of there.
Okay.
So I gotta go to the other thingy.
The thingy.
Alright, toaster strudel. Oh my god.
So your rolls are so good today. 2.
I got 1 good roll. 1.
You toaster strudel.
But to where?
Indeed. So you toaster strudel. So yeah. You pop up out of your toaster strudel. And you are in a closet.
Please tell me I'm with CJ.
Nope, because CJ left the closet.
Oh, crap. Okay, Jacob, now would be a good time to talk.
What do you want to talk about, Miss? I'm not a problem. I can go wherever I want. I don't care about my feelings.
You know what? Never mind. Shut up. It's really dark in here. She's gonna start pushing on walls until she finds it.
Okay, you find a door. There is a tiny handle on the inside.
Okay, well, she's obviously gonna leave the closet and see where she's at.
Okay. You open it up. You are in what looks to be a let's just say you're in a religious room. Because you can see a cross on the wall. There's a small little rough-hewn bed. There's a desk with a piece of paper and a quill beside it. And you can see some books on the walls that are strung about. And as you look up, the door opens and a priest is standing there. And he drops his quill and looks at you and says, "What on God's earth are you doing here?"
Hi! I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Get out, foul witch!
I'm not a witch.
What's
I'm
with
not
your
your wife
hair?
either.
Your hair is wrong. Get
I'm just gonna
out!
pull this round down. Oh, oopsie doodle.
And he's
Okie
like,
dokie.
I will go call the guards. And he runs away.
Uh-oh.
And you can hear him yelling.
Well, let's toaster strudel again if I can. That requires a fate point, right?
Uh-huh.
Okie dokie.
As we're walking back from the castle, I just stop walking all of a sudden, and I look at Lincoln and say,
Oh no.
Remember how Leelui was yelling at us not to cause problems?
Oh no.
My sense of feeling something's wrong here.
Oh boy.
I just rolled a 0.
Yep. The rolls
Where
are
do I
just
end up now?
rolling so well.
God.
I respond to Alex by saying, I sense a great disturbance.
Into the force.
She's going to pop right into the magistrate's office now or something.
When you pop out, there's a young lady sitting on her bed. She looks up at you, narrows her eyes, and says, "We're not supposed to do those kind of things anymore. Don't you remember?"
No. Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? My name is Helen Stackhouse. And you are in my house, Anua.
That's not very Frenchy.
You're in Cornwall?
Uh-oh.
What's that mean?
It means uh-oh. My friends are back in France. We were just talking to we weren't just talking to, but we were talking to a Gerald guy, and he was going to help us figure out the calculations to get back home in the future, which is our potential future home place. And then I ended up on a boat, and we were rowing out to sea, and then he was like, I'm going to take you and your goal. And I'm like, nope. Then I tried to fly away, but then he cut off a wing, and I landed in the water, so then I toaster strudelled. And I ended up in a priest's room, and he got mad, and he was calling the guards, so I toaster strudelled again, and now I'm here.
Well, that's not good.
Nope.
What's a toaster strudel?
Well, you know when you put toaster strudels in a toaster and you pop it down and then it pops out and you grab it?
What's a toaster?
It's like jumping through a hole and coming out somewhere else.
I see. You mean what you just did a minute ago?
Yeah. Toaster strudel.
Oh, how I hope that is not what you've been doing all over this.
Well, not in this time. We just got here. Ish.
Well, apparently not here.
Well, no, here over there. But here this time.
Oh, my
not here
goodness.
this place.
I wish
you help me
Gerard
find
was
my
here.
friend?
You're driving me crazy.
Well, that's where we were. We were with Gerard. He was doing the calculations.
Calculations?
The calculators. The mathy stuff.
Okay.
There was plague.
You're a interesting individual.
I've been told that.
I'm sure you have, my dear. I'm sure you have. Come with me. We will have to send a letter.
But that's slow.
Well, how else am I supposed to tell him what's going on? How else are you supposed to call your friends?
Try and toaster strudel back.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
I don't know. Jacob, can you reach that far? We could send them a Jacob mail.
A Jacob mail? Even Jacob's like, a Jacob mail?
You know what I mean. I mean, your brainy is strong. You could reach that far, couldn't you? Maybe with help from her?
Maybe. I mean, I can try.
Okay, let's give that a go. Jacob says we can maybe try and do a Jacob mail.
I'm so confused. Okay, sure, we can try, I guess. I don't know what this is.
Well, he's
not
got
often
brain
I have young
powers.
witches popping up in my... Fine. Roll your clever, please.
They just keep getting worse and worse every time.
Well, that's a -1. Can I like use another fate point to try and reroll that one?
Yeah, I hope you're minusing them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Did your linkage shows up?
Linkage was in front of us. Both. Okay. Let's try that again. Clever.
Mhm.
Yes!
Oh, there
7.
you go.
7.
There you go. Okay, what is Jacob going to say to Grandpa Raspy? Or potential future Grandpa Raspy?
Raspy. He's going to say, hi. We're sort of not here anymore. We're in, where are we?
Cornwall?
Cornwall. We're in Cornwall. I don't know where that is, but she doesn't sound French.
Oh, okay. First of all, who is this?
Silly potential grandpa. It's Jacob.
Jacob?
Yeah, I'm sending a Jacob mail, as Leelui put it. Don't ask me.
Oh. Okay, wait, did you just say you're in Cornwall?
Yes. Leelui got herself captured by people that were going to take her on a big ship across the ocean and steal all her gold, so she tried to fly away, and he cut off her wing. So she toaster strudelled instead, and then ended up in some priest's room. He was calling the guards. So we toaster strudeled again, and now we're here in Cornwall with somebody who knows what an Anua is. Oh, and she knows Gerard.
That's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds.
It was accompanied by images, by the way. Cartoony Jacob-style images.
I'm like, well, none of us have the power to get over to Cornwall. Not quickly. Well, I own
do.
Lincoln. Yeah, maybe Lincoln. So I'm just looking. Lincoln's just hearing my side of the conversation too. By the way, Leelui pulled a Leelui, and she's in Cornwall, in England. So yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna talk to Gerard and figure out a way to get you guys back here or us there, I guess.
Actually, 1 second. I just had a thought.
Oh, dear.
That's
She's gonna ask Leelui to ask the girl, what's the year?
It's the year of our Lord 1349.
Okay, good. And then gonna relay that over to him. Okay, no, we're still in the same time. We're good.
Okay then.
I thought for sure you're gonna put us a century ahead there, John.
I wouldn't be that mean. Well, maybe I would be.
So yeah, sit tight. Don't leave the sight of that girl, and we will either be there to pick you up, or we will
Something.
figure out a way to go without you.
Alex.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Gerard said to meet back at the church in half an hour, by the way.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, but he said to meet there because he figured it out and he needed us all there. So, yeah, maybe go there before he gets mad. Well, he's gonna be mad, but...
Alex.
Uh-huh. Yes,
You're talking to Jacob, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell him he needs to. I need him to do something, and then I have a question for him.
Okay. Lincoln needs you to do something, and then he has a question for you.
I can hear him.
You can hear him through my ears? This is disturbing, Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Okay, well, if he can hear me. First, the question. Jacob, are you hungry?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess Alex has to translate that, but yeah, okay. Second, this one's the most important thing. Leelui did something very bad. I need you to slap Leelui in the face.
I can't do that.
You
can't control one of her arms.
Yeah, can't you control one of her arms for a second and just make her herself?
Sometimes, but she's listening in, so she knows I'm going to try and do it, so she'll have...
You try
Right.
real hard when she's not expecting it.
Listen.
Okay.
Jacob, I want you to hum the Cheers theme song constantly until we contact you back.
Yes. Thank you. End transmission.
Now you
I start
got
shaking Alex's head like, where's the off button?
it. Oh dear.
Leelu's currently gripping her head, going, "Why?"
Me and Alex run to the church.
Okay.
And I suppose I do a very thorough and very fast search of the town and look at CJ him that we're supposed to be at the church.
You come in the room and find him. There is an exasperated sigh.
Okay.
Exactly. So-
Listen, vacation's over. We gotta go to the church, Chuckles. We're down a teammate. We gotta go home.
I've given up on getting home. I'm just going to live my life here.
No, you gotta go. Come on.
No.
You're drinking the water here?
I'm burning it first. I'm boiling it first.
I don't trust you. Let's go. Come on.
Even if I die, it's fine.
Lincoln, if he wants to stay here, hey, we're two lighter. Maybe we'll get back faster.
I like his logic. All right, let's go. Let's get
Makes
this over.
complete sense. It's totally how it works.
Lincoln shrugs like, I have no idea.
Neither. Let's get this over with. Let's go.
We go to the church.
All right, so you guys head off to the church. And we'll have to find out what Gerard says next time. All right, so let's start with who we haven't. I don't know who we haven't started with. Rob.
Hey, everybody. I'm Rob. You can follow me on Twitch at ConfessorX and on Twitter at Confessor_X.
And Devin.
You guys can find me on Twitter at DMP_Pookie and on Twitch at twitch.tv/PooKilledMe.
And Webby.
My head hurts.
Well, yeah.
Time travel. Nonsense.
It's a difficult thing, yeah.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at JaxForestWalker, all one, and on Twitch at DMWebby. One word.
Oh. And Tamara.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dance in the Abyss, and also on Twitter at Leelui Causes All the Chaos.
Oh, dear. And you can find me at LinsteadDM on Twitter and Twitch as well. And you can find everything we do at distractionsmedia.com. Please go there and check out all of the things we are doing these days. And more chaos to come next week. So until next week, everyone, bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Where everyone knows your name.
This has been a Distractions Media production. For more information, you can check out everything we do at distractionsmedia.com.